Right about there, we have some good news for you today. Oh my goodness, this is some hot news, some hot topics. You guys get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, because we're going to talk about this. It's going to be some great news. Just came out of the U.S. You guys are going to love this stuff because at the end of the day, you guys, this is a person that called it a hoax, called it a scam, called it ridiculous, called it all this crazy, crazy stuff. But now, of course, y'all, now, baby, now it comes out. This person right here done got the COVID, y'all. He done got the COVID, y'all. I'm amazed. But anyway, the show starts, you guys. Check it, like it, share it with your friends, everybody. Send it out there. Go out there and just say, okay, you guys. Go out there, you guys, and just say, share it with your friends. Tell them that we get ready to talk about this. I got some good news for you. My goodness, this is going to be some great news. Not great news, bad news, but great news because out here abroad, 8.7 million of us expats out here, and we have been wondering what the hell is going on, all this great stuff. We've been questioning everything, wondering why we wearing masks, wondering why we ain't going nowhere. Maybe we crazy, who knows what, all this stuff. But of course, right now, as of today, as of this afternoon, we're in Asia, we're awake. It is actually 4:36 right now in the afternoon on TGIF Friday. So we are awake. Y'all in America, y'all been asleep. So you're going to wake up to this news. But we are starting the show just for a short little show. We're going to talk about this in just 5 minutes. Share it, like it, send it to your friends. People, send it to your friends. 5 minutes, send it out there. You guys, send it out there. The show starts in about 5 minutes. So go out there, send it around, y'all. Get your friends in here. We're going to talk about this. Hey, you guys, Krim Jackson, you are live on the set, and I'm going to take you around the world with me. Live a dream as a minimalist CEO. Turning my clients' dreams into reality is what I do, showing that success is truly for everyone. Hey, you guys, I've got new shows weekly. Stay tuned and live your best life. You guys out there, like this, share this, y'all, send it around. You guys, amazing news. It is confirmed. I see you, Dave Palmer. You are live watching. It's confirmed. I have searched around. We're getting ready for another show. We got a Dreadlocks magazine coming up. We got the Dreadlocks show, getting ready for that. We got some other stuff like that. All of that coming up. But this topic came up to us today, so we want to make sure we got this out because in America, folks are asleep right now. They're going to wake up to this. And for a lot of folks out there wearing a mask, you saw the last American debate, y'all. You heard him talking shit about Biden, about wearing a mask all the damn time. So the news is out. It's out, y'all. It's out. And this is crazy news. No one wants anything bad to happen to anybody, but we know what? Hashtag we tried to tell you. So send this to your friends, you guys. Send this all out to everybody because we're going to talk about this for a quick 30 minutes, you guys. I want to know if you guys, can you hear me? Everything's out. How's my voice sound? Sound everything all good? You like my new intro, y'all? You like the music? We're talking about this, you guys. Stay tuned, you guys. Show starts in about a little bit over 2 minutes, you guys. Stay tuned. Send this to your friends and all that great stuff. Let them know what's going on. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. You are live on the sets. Kareem Jackson. How are you doing out there? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Are you out there? Chime in right now. If you can hear me right now, Dave Palma, say what's up, Dave. If you can hear me right now, if you can hear my voice talking to you right now, let me know that right now. It's Kareem Jackson. You are live on the set, you guys. I am so glad that you are here. We have like a midweek check-in show right now that we're going to do right now because we're in Asia, as you guys know. Our show is live. We're here in the Philippines Islands, you guys, the Writers Retreat Bungalow. And we love it here. We enjoy ourselves. And we're working on some magazines here. Things are exciting, all that great stuff. Okay, but we get news a day early. If you guys know it, it is now 4:42 right now on Friday before the weekend. In America, you guys, it's about 4:42 in the morning on Thursday, or actually Friday morning, just leaving Thursday night. You guys had the rally this past Thursday. You guys had the debates the other day as well. So you guys have been watching that. Well, if you guys know that been watching the news, you know that Trump kind of disappeared. You know that his aide, right, Miss what's her Hicks, right? Hope Hicks got sick. Then she had her little rapid test. And then the test, you guys have been asleep, don't know this. If you guys are watching the midnight news or whatever, you guys may have seen this. I saw a few folks pop on here, other black media guys talking about this. But then what happened was her test came back fucking positive. Crazy. Her test came back positive, you guys. And then after her test came back positive, you guys, if you're just tuning in right now, this is what we are talking about. Her test came back positive, and that's Hope Hicks I'm talking about now, okay? So mind you, she has some symptoms, so she don't feel good. She's had symptoms. And you guys know they've been doing rallies back to back. In the debates the other day, Trump talked shit about Biden actually wearing his mask, said how stupid he looks, how crazy he is. It's really big. He wears it all the time, everywhere. He had all of this bully shit to say. And I'm sitting here in Asia doing media thinking, are we crazy or what? Because we have been in freaking voluntary lockdown, self-quarantine since fucking Christmas, December, New Year's Eve, 2019. My New Year's Eve, I was at home in my house. My diplomat friends came here to leave the city because we already were quarantined and locked down, right? So you know this is crazy to me, right? If you guys believe me, if you guys hear me, chime in and let me know. So here in Asia right now, we just got the news, and the big deal for us in Asia, especially China and people like that, is because people in America may not realize this, but there's been a big, huge media issue since 2019, December, January, when I have my radio show on FM. We are live on the air, and we were talking about, this is around, if you remember, when Kobe, bless his heart and his family's heart, when Kobe passed away, this same freaking time, before that actually, but this same time, we're on the live radio shows and the shows we have here in the Philippines. I'm doing shows. My producer, the owner of the station, is coming in and telling me, hey, you can't, talk about it. You can't say where these folks are, these cases are, what it is. We don't know what's going on. And the issue was because America, Trump, the idiot, right, says it's a hoax, it's democratic, it's not real, all this crap. Then, of course, here's China, who is saying that it is, and do this and wear masks and all this stuff. So, of course, I would post things on Facebook. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know this. We would have live shows broadcasting. They would shut down my live broadcast of my FM radio show in Asia. Okay, because we start talking about it. If you posted coronavirus, if you posted COVID-19, they would cut you out. YouTube, Facebook, they would silence you because no one knew who to freaking believe. It was a big, crazy deal. So anyway, long story short is that if you guys have been seeing this for a long time, you know this. Oh, I'm sorry. If you guys are here for the first time, I'm Kareem Jackson. You guys are live on the set right now. Your Minimalist CEO podcast. You guys are live on my live broadcast show. We record these live, we chop them up, and then we shoot them out all cute and polished for short shows. I help woke entrepreneurs, by the way, to minimalize their cluttered lifestyles, to outsource their business processes to make more money and live their dream life while they do it. But we talk about a lot of shit that affects entrepreneurs here on the podcast and the live shows. So today, you guys see it up there. You guys are watching it right now. Trump and his wife right now have tested positive for COVID-19. You guys, it is some craziness out there right now, because remember, if you guys have been watching, you guys have been talking to us, you guys know what's going on, then you guys know, for example, that this man has been talking about this being a hoax since the very, very, very beginning. Okay, the very, very, very freaking beginning. He's been talking about this being a hoax. He's been really criticizing. He criticized China, Asia. He's criticized folks like me who run around wearing masks and all that crap. So, of course, we are stressed out thinking, dude, I was really thinking, like, am I crazy or what? Like, we're opened up here in Asia now, right? We're rolling to the store now. You know, I went to go check out the hardware store recently. I wanted to get some things for my house. You know, haven't painted. It's springtime here, right? We're getting ready. I'm worried. Like, should I wear a mask? Should I not wear a mask? I mean, here, there is literally a 5,000 peso fine for not wearing a mask, or for riding double on a freaking motorcycle, or for not having the proper paperwork when you go out. If you go into the freaking mall or the store, you have to wear a freaking face shield. I wish I would have had it. I would have showed it to you what I wear. But there's pictures. You guys can see my pictures, what I wear. And I'm thinking, are we crazy or what? Because no one in America seems to think it's real. We see the numbers. We know right now. Let me go to this real quick, you guys. Let me bring this up. Let's put this on screen. I'm going to read some of this to you guys. Let's see how I can do this. How can I do it? Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if this works. This isn't working. Let's see here. What's going on? Let's see how I can do it. I'm trying to put this all on screen so you guys can see me at the same time and all that great stuff. You guys see here, President Trump, you guys, and his wife test positive for COVID-19. And mind you, it didn't come to him straight. It was through Hope Hicks. You guys all know her. She's been the little GG from the family for, I don't know, decades. She got it first, and then she was tested. And I told you before, she is sick. So I'm going to read these reports. She's sick, you guys. She is feeling not very well right now. So keep that in mind also. You guys, let me go back over here. If you guys don't know, for example, I'm going to show you who Hope Hicks is. So you guys that don't know who she is, you guys can see this. This right here is Hope Hicks, you guys. This is her. This is the girl. She's right here, y'all. Boom. That's Hope Hicks, you guys. Right there, you guys. She was not feeling well. Got her rapid test, we call it here. It calls me different in the States. Then she went and got the test back. She came back positive. This is I would say it takes about 3 days, right? So this is within the last 72 hours. And the reason I was watching this is because the U.S. media, my friends back home, have been messaging me, asking me about if I'd heard anything, because they know a lot of the tests and things, a lot of things leak out here to Asia, to us, and you know how it is. So I said I hadn't heard anything yet because COVID was rumored to be in the White House, and her test results hadn't come back yet, but she had the rapid test. So of course, after the rapid test, the first thing they do is run and go test the president, and boom, his rapid test comes back positive. So then of course they made all the media wait. Then they test the wife and whoever else they wanted to test. It was around them. All these folks, I would assume, they came back inconclusive or positive. So they made everybody in the States wait. So for the last 72 hours. And of course, this fool, as you know, he is not a diplomat at all. So the whole world now sees Twitter, and in the middle of the night last night, you guys, we've been on this story to fact check this crap since midnight here in Asia. Okay, we didn't really know for sure till 1 a.m. or 1 in the afternoon here in Asia, which of course is midnight, 1 o'clock for you guys. So we checked. I called around. I saw a few sources, and this is crazy true. And I'm gonna tell you this. Let me read this through you because I want you guys to realize this. And this is why I'm on it, because I've been saying this for people. This guy actually, you got to understand, me as a media guy abroad in Asia, I'm the only Black American media guy in freaking the Philippines Islands. I'm probably the only Black media guy in Asia. I don't know, but I probably am. So when we were on the shows talking about Kobe's passing away, and I can't think of all the news back then, but we do the hot topics in the beginning of the show. Then we had a DJ. You remember my really cool DJ Bronco De Niro from Tanzania. It was EJ, the Jersey boy from New Jersey, back home in the States. We had our show. We talked about the hot topics. And one thing that they would always knock on my door, they would call me and they would cut me from telling you guys, or anyone for that matter at the time, about the COVID. And of course, now we all know the new numbers right here. I've got them right here. 208,000 plus have died in the United States, where my family is, my mother, my father, my sister, my kids are all back home. Okay. My homies, everyone's back home in America. 208,000 have died in the States. Over 7 million Americans have tested positive now, including our own freaking president in the United States. But we're in Asia. They were cutting us off because typically you could believe the American president. Typically you could believe that what he was saying was true. So when he called it a hoax and all this stuff, the whole world initially was freaking listening, including here in the Philippines. Of course, Australia is over here. Africa's over here. All these countries. This is back when you heard when people in Africa were thinking, Black folks don't get this. We niggas, we Black folks, we don't get this. All that time because America was not saying it. And remember, he went against the WHO, the World Health Organization. He went against them, right? He went against his own medical people. He went against everything. He even went against China. And he claimed, and I don't agree with what happened, and I wish it hadn't happened. I don't agree with calling it the China virus. And I do understand from living in Asia how it could have happened at the wet markets. But at the end of the day, this fool, right? People in America, you don't know this. They were telling everyone, yes, things leaked out and yes, that's true. Yes, they hid things from us, so to speak. But it's no different than we've been waiting around. If you guys don't know this, in media, we have been literally waiting for 72 freaking hours for the confirmation of what happened to these tests, okay? It wasn't like they were updating, saying it, this or that or the other. You're waiting. They didn't say, "Oh, it was positive on the rapid test, and now we're gonna do the real stick the thing up your nose test or blood test, whatever they do for presidents." Right? They didn't say that. We didn't know. We've been wondering what's going on since then. And mind you, this is how America is, you guys. And I love my home country, but you guys, Trump. This is something else I want to tell you about real quick too. If you're watching this, you know this is freaking true. This fool knew for 72 hours. If we're here, a regular person, and I know that I'm positive, and I find out, and mind you, I find out because one of my homies, my coworkers, whatever the hell, is sick. Okay, symptomatic, not asymptomatic, symptomatic, right? Then they test positive. They test me, and then I test positive. I don't go to fucking work. I don't get on the bus. I don't get in the car. I don't call my driver. I don't leave the house. Nothing. If you're with me, you're with me. But I'm not going to bring other people here to bring it into here. And you guys all know this. This fool had a rally yesterday. He had a fundraiser yesterday, which yesterday for you guys last night. While we're in the Philippines waking up, having coffee, he's having a fundraiser and all that crap, you guys. So right now, you guys heard the news right. It's been verified here from Asia. It's true. So let me go ahead and read this to you guys, because if you guys don't catch this, we're going to have the replay, and you guys can go ahead and you can actually you can go ahead and you can actually get the text downloaded and all that great stuff. But you guys, if you guys do not know, this is how we all found out what the hell's going on with our American president. If you guys are on my podcast, you can't see it. It's the freaking tweet message from real Donald damn Trump. Okay. What he puts here is tonight at Flotus. That means his freaking wife, first lady of the United States, right? And I tested positive for COVID-19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this, all caps, together, exclamation point. That's how we find out at noon here that the American president has tested positive for freaking COVID-19. So, of course, the media has to call the freaking doctors. This can't be real. Are you sure? Da 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 da. They have to call the friends, the family. They have to call all these people because this doesn't look real. None of us believed it. None, none, none. And the reason that we didn't believe it, okay, is because this is typically not how we conduct professional business in the United States. Whether you're a president or a freaking chief executive officer, you don't do it. That's not what you do. So again, if you guys are here, check this out, you guys. You guys are checking out right now that the president of the United States have now just tested positive. And I want to show you guys this real quick too. I'm going to go through this. We're going to read this thing to you, but I'm going to check you guys to see this real quick. This fool, this is where he was just last night. If you're on my podcast, you can't see the picture. He's sitting here at Mar-a-Lago. I think it's not Mar-a-Lago. Let me just look here at my notes here, you guys. I've been scamping around getting these notes for you because I just couldn't believe it myself. He is not, it's not Mar-a-Lago, you guys. He actually, believe it or not, he went somewhere else. And crazy enough, Bedminster, I'm sorry. He was at Bedminster last night. Tell me that's not ridiculous. Look at all the folks in the room. Not one single freaking mask. I would assume the only people with any freaking brains are going to be the waiters and the security guards and things like that. This fool is actually in that event. No mask in sight, right? And that was just last night. So until this, and going back to the rally or the debate, I'm sorry, with Biden, okay? Going back to the debate with Biden, this fool is sitting here and he's not wearing a mask or anything. Tell me it's not crazy. In all these pictures, if you guys look, there's coverage. You guys can find this. If we get the playback and my wonderful guy in the back, Erickson, you guys, you can hook my people up, Erickson. We're going to go through and we'll show you some of the clips. Every exit of the airplane, every entrance to the airplane, everyone outside on the tarmacs, all the way to all the driving, into everything. Every single video for the last 72 hours is just like 10 years ago. Or even 2 years ago, like nothing was going on. No one in mask except, praise Jesus, for some of the staff, but not the guys, the Marines are at the bottom of the stairs, or not the pilots, of course, not anyone on the plane, not anyone in the caravan, not any driver. None of those have masks. And I assume the same thing goes for Miss Hicks, who wasn't wearing a mask either, as well. You guys, so tell me this is not crazy, you guys. So if you're just tuning in, you guys, we're talking about this because we are actually shocked right now that the U.S. president, he just announced today, you guys, that he has tested positive for COVID-19. So we're just talking about that. You guys can like this, share this. I'm going to go into it real quick. If you guys are watching right now, if you guys want to chime in, I got you here live. I can see you live. You can ask me your questions and all that great stuff. But you guys, craziness. And the biggest crazy thing about it, the biggest crazy thing about it, the biggest thing that frustrates us, that feels so bad about us here, is that when it comes down to it, this fool with his ego and his pride and all of that crap made us all feel like idiots. He made us all feel like we were crazy. We were the crazy ones. We're the ones who don't know what we're talking about. We're the ones that are sitting here like pussies, right? And wearing masks and not going outside and staying at home. If you're in America right now, I know that you have over 40 million evictions. I know that you have 20 plus million without jobs right now. I know that you have had to have food from the pantries. I know that you've had to have freaking money given to you to survive from the government, including companies, individuals. I know that unemployment has been extended, right? It's worse out here in these, what the president called shithole countries. It's much worse. We don't have any of that. We don't have any supplement. There is no checks coming for us, especially expats, the 8.7 million of us Americans who live abroad out here. There's nothing for us. So Every American. There's only one American death that I know of that's been reported to me, and I reported this months ago, which is one white dude in the Philippines who died, who believed Trump back in the day, in the beginning. And that's what we were talking about in the beginning. We were talking about how you guys don't listen to this guy. Don't believe him. It's not true. We were battling against the machine here abroad as media for Americans and expats, especially Black folks, talking to my mom. I did videos about what to eat, all the facts they weren't telling you back home. Folks, the videos from China were freaking real, and we saw them in December of 2019. So these videos, yeah, they were passing out in the street because no one knew it was a respiratory. They were literally choking to death, sitting at posts. The guards or, store attendants and things like that were passing out because they literally were standing at work and were suffocating. Now that we know how it is, how it affects the people. They didn't know to go get on a ventilator. They didn't know any of that. And if you and you don't just not go to work here. Right? If you think you have a cold, you're not going to not go to work. Oh, I'm okay. I can go to work, take some NyQuil, right? I'm cool. That's what they thought. This fool told you guys, and Facebook had our shows blocked. YouTube blocked us. We would be talking about it and it would cut the sound, things like that back from here. We'd be censored completely. I had to do videos to my parents, call them directly. My father is in an assisted living home. My mother, love her, bless your heart. She has sickle cell anemia, needs transfusions, people. She can't not go to the hospital because of whatever reason. She's got to get what she needs. She's got to get her medication. Luckily, praise Jesus, my family is financially okay. But when it comes down to it, it affected me personally. And I didn't know how to get the news out. If you guys know Lovely T, if you guys see her, if you guys look at her YouTube channel, she's a gossip queen, but she does touch on some news. She talked about this a long time ago. She got our reports. She got reports from out of China, and she put those out there in the beginning. Nobody was censoring her except Facebook and YouTube, because really, in their defense, including here in the Philippines, which is still part of Asia, but we're not China, Singapore, Australia, all these folks over here thought that America knew what the hell we were talking about, that our president knew something that we didn't know, and that maybe it was a hoax. So a lot of them did not pay attention to it. A lot of them did not say anything until now. All of a sudden, you guys, let me put this up here in y'all's damn face so you can see it. This fool tests positive for COVID-19, and he's going to take down, I guarantee you, 100 to 200 people with him. I can count 100 folks in that room, in that picture they showed you. Remember, now he's also got to have all the staff. Everybody has got to be tested. Thanks, Julius, man. I'm glad I look good. I hope I look good, you guys. Thank you very much. I got a fantastic dreadlock artist. You'll learn more about that, you guys, on our new dreadlock show coming out pretty soon. But you guys, on this topic, I want you guys to understand something, that when it comes down to it, you guys, this COVID thing is not a joke. Not at all, you guys. It's something completely serious. And folks that do not tell you what is going on, they do not care about you. This man, if you guys are looking at the screen, is in this fundraiser. He criticized Biden. I watched the debates pretty much for my business, for my show. It was hard to watch. It was embarrassing as an American abroad. It was embarrassing as a Black person abroad. Obama, you can criticize his policies. You can criticize whatever the hell you want. You can call his wife a monkey. I don't care what you want to say. Our country did not have an ex-porn star / pinup model or whatever, nude pictures and everything, model girl, mail order bride girl as FLOTUS, and they didn't have a freaking president that would not tell you the truth. But you know what? You know this. Through all of this, you know the reports here in Asia were? All the politicians that were selling their stocks, many of which had stocks in hospitality, what affected the Philippines, islands, tourism here. If you guys remember this, President Duterte here in the Philippines was like, fuck tourism. My brothers are more important. Shut this shit down. I don't know if you remember that or not, because Trump was lying to everyone back home, but they were pulling their stocks. They were transferring their investments and things like that. They shut down Boracay here. They shut down Cebu. Every tourism spot was shut down. And I'm talking about it was trickling since December of 2019. Understand? So when we're out here, we're 8.7 million of us are worried about our families, worried about if you guys got the news. I'm calling my mother saying, what are you doing? You don't need to go to McDonald's every day for your McCafe anymore. Stay home, cook at home. I'm calling my father. I'm calling directly to his what do you call them when they get you, when they re-nurse you back to, he has someone to help him get back to where he can walk better. He had an issue with some gout and some diabetes, and he's got to get back to walking. I was talking to his nurse, which is actually someone who coaches him to get, I don't forget what you call it, rehabilitation nurse or whatever the hell. I'm talking to them like no one can go to his room. Limit who goes in his room. They finally shut down his home to where guests can't go in, including my mother and my family. No one can visit him directly. We have to drop off his Gates barbecue. Hey, shout out to Arzelia Gates. Hey, auntie. He has to drop off the things he needs, his laundry and things like that. Now, mind you, this is all while the president of the United States is saying it's a hoax. Feel me. Since that time, in the last few months, we've transported him from where he was in Kansas City, Missouri, to now another state outside of that area, to a nicer facility, a little more clean, things like that. From what I hear, I'm abroad. I haven't seen it personally, but I've seen pictures. And I know people who work there, who I know personally, who can help me take care of my dad and keep in touch with him and know things are going on. But understand this right now. The issue why I'm pounding on this right now, and I'm blasting it right now, and like we came on here right now to show you, is because here we have been made in the media, especially black media abroad, to look like fools because of the mixed conflicting statements that America, which is Trump, okay, has been giving to the world compared to what we knew or what we saw in Asia. I've had folks I work with tested positive. I've had folks in my offices test positive. I've had staff and partners of my partners who test positive. I know folks that have died from COVID-19 since I've been here in Asia. We covered, as I told you before, the first American that passed away from COVID was an older military guy who really listened to Trump, wouldn't believe anybody. He got sick, tested positive, he died. But he infected about 21 or 30 Filipinos around his area, driver, nanny, cook, right? Neighbor, all those things. Because this person didn't believe, no one believed. If you were an American and you watched Fox or you watched the president, you literally thought it wasn't real. And so here they would block us. So I started doing videos about it. If you got to put some links below this when we put this out there, I started doing videos about it and saying, hey, you guys, eat this, because we found out if you don't know this, you know it now. Vegetables, good quality food. Stop fucking eating McDonald's. Stop eating KFC. Eat real food. Get your immune system up, okay? Black folks out there, we're talking to you. It affects us more. Typically, you know why? Because we're discriminated against when it comes to healthcare, housing, quality, jobs. So you don't have all the resources that some white folks have. So understand that. Specifically Black Americans, not Black Africans, not Mexicans, not Filipinos, not Boricuas, not Cubanos. Black folks in America, niggas, y'all the number one because of the whole racism thing plays out. How it plays out, it's more real for y'all than anyone else. Abroad, I can afford mangoes fresh every day. I can afford fresh chicken every day. I don't have to eat anything processed at all. Everything I eat is farm fresh. My immune system, I can get guavas outside. I can get oranges, or not oranges, but they call them whatever they call, like we call them tangerines, outside my house. Pineapples, outside my house. Bananas, outside my house. Literally. So I can keep that immune system up. You might need to go buy some supplements to understand this is real. It is real. And I am curious to see, because everyone thinks maybe it's a hoax from Trump. Maybe he's not telling the truth. Maybe it's drama. Maybe it's a joke, because no one believes him now. Even abroad. Everyone's messaging me, asking me, because they don't know what American media to trust. They don't know. So until they heard it from the doctor of the president, mind you, it's the same doctor that said he was the healthiest person in the world. So I don't know how far that's going to go. But we know this fool is older, bing, 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 pre-existing conditions, bing, 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 fucking obese, bing, 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 bing. Not to mention, you know he eats KFC every damn day and Taco Bell and fast food. So at the end of the day, this could really get drama. This could become something really, really crazy, because the truth of it is, if he was black and he got COVID, he'd be on a respirator right the fuck now. Because one, he wouldn't have the resources. Maybe he couldn't just go in his freaking big ass room. You live with 5 other people. You live with grandma. You got so-and-so in the house. You're living with your girl. You can't not go to work just right now. Like he said in his thing here, we're going to go into this immediately. How do you not go to work? But I'm just saying, we're going to be watching this, you guys. We're going to be pushing this story. I know a lot of Asian media here. They feel vindicated. They feel hashtag, we tried to tell you. That's what they're saying right now out here, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and read this real quick, you guys, so you guys can hear it. And then I'm going to let you guys know this. If you guys got any questions, please let us know. Let us know what's going on, because you guys, at the end of the day, this is craziness. So what we got here, you guys, the U.S. President Donald Trump's wife, Melania, she also tested positive for COVID-19. So there's a code red at the White House, you guys, fear of an outbreak. But of course, if there's no outbreak, something's wrong, okay? And no clear plan. There is no plan in the United States to protect the United States government from COVID-19. They have no things in plan. They have nothing nothing lined up, because remember, they thought it was a hoax. They thought it's no big deal. If you watch the debates, you guys, he literally criticized Biden for wearing a mask all the time. Said it was big. Said he wears it all the time. Said, why are you wearing it on the plane? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? That's what the fool said. Okay, so then now we already know over 208,000 Americans have died. Over 7 million have been tested positive for COVID. Okay, in this third world shithole country, that's what Trump said we live in. I think it's paradise. I love it. It's racism free. I don't have to deal with none of the nigga shit. Maybe I think need to get the update, because now it's stopped pretty much. It's under control. But I think maybe, you guys, maybe 5,000 have passed away for this. It might even be 5,000 infections. I got to get those numbers, you guys. I'll put the proper ones on the line when we get this re-recorded. But I'm thinking maybe 5,000 deaths, you guys. That's it. That's it. There's no craziness going on. So the U.S. medical secrets, by the way, you guys saw it's on Twitter, right? The president's health, all are heard about on social freaking media, specifically Twitter, in the middle of the night. It happened at 12:54 a.m. in the U.S. time. So all the media, the whole world hears about our shit on Twitter at the same time. So there's 32 days from the U.S. election. His hoax is blown out of the water just after an indoor fundraiser, another rally with thousands of people, and not to mention the hundreds of staff, assistants, doctors, pilots, and all not wearing their fucking mask. People, I can't even get in I can't leave my subdivision. I live in a gated community. I walk around the gated community with a mask in my pocket in case someone comes up to me. If I leave the gated community, I need to wear a mask going anywhere. Makes common freaking sense. When we bring things in, we take our clothes off outside if we go to Manila, outside the city. We put things in the sunlight, okay? Sunlight, like what he said, but it ain't going to help with a human. But we put the clothes and things out in the sunlight to just kill the germs or whatever. Plus, we have Lysol. Plus, we have alcohol. Plus, we have hand sanitizer. What y'all talking about? I'm getting something right now. Trump got me fucking scared. Shit, put in my face. Make sure y'all aren't touching me and stuff. What are you talking about? So, at the end of the day, you guys, this is a shock to Americans, but or at least some Americans. Because as he tests positive for the Democratic hoax, how do you become positive for a fucking hoax? And you guys know I have a link I'll put below too. I have numerous videos where I said to you that he knew. And we knew in Asia because they transferred their stock. I have one of my largest, most fabulous clients. I love her to death. Her company pretty much crashed. And I knew it was because all of these fraudulent American investors, politicians, were pulling their hospitality stock. That's what they were doing back home, pulling it because they knew something was up, but they were telling you nothing was up. I was telling you about this because we see it differently out here. Out here is kind of a ripple effect of the reality. So you were hearing one thing on the news, but here we're like, well, then if it's a hoax, then why are you not coming? Why are you pulling your investments? Why are you trading your stocks? Remember, all the companies are in Asia. They're outsourced. All the BPOs are in the Philippines, not India anymore. So we're hearing mixed messages. I'm being pulled off air not to say things because they don't know if it's a hoax or not. Not to mention data privacy. Because here, knowing someone is positive or where they work or where they all these things, that's data that is their private data. Even though I might know what hospital or what place had this particular patient or this issue, I couldn't say it live on my shows because of data privacy. You guys want to know more about that? I have an ebook, Data Privacy 101. It's the law about the Philippines data privacy laws that are really, really changing right now. But this COVID crap is data, but we hear about it on the freaking Twitter from America, right? So it kind of defeats the whole purpose of folks believing what the hell data is. Okay, so I must say, many skeptics in the United States government and media think that this may be a hoax itself. So stay tuned for that, you guys. A lot of folks do not believe Trump. They don't even believe you sick. Imagine someone who people don't even believe it when you say, I'm sick. Okay, so we'll keep you tuned for that, you guys. I've got mixed emotions, and the whole world is flooded with mixed emotions, I'm sure. Here in Asia, to be honest, I'm going to say it again, you guys, they feel vindicated as they try to warn the world, and we have been on voluntary self-quarantine. I'm going to say it again because it's worth repeating since December 2019. Okay, so President Trump has been deemed potentially a super spreader, as they said in the news and the media today in the United States, a super spreader since he has been a complete idiot and utter in denial of the deadly disease. If you were a super spreader, they would lock you up, quarantine you. Someone might even sue you for it. But anyway, go figure, right? So he's condemned a super spreader because he's talked to thousands of people in the last few days. And when he found out that he had a test and it may have been positive or may be positive, we don't know, he didn't stop shit. You fools went to those events. You fools went to those fundraisers. You fools worked with him, ate with him, walked in the hangar and no mask in sight. Anyway, I'm curious to see where Miss Hicks got it from too. I'm curious about that one too. So this, by the way, is the reason the world has pretty much blocked tourism from the United States. I'm telling you, not because of the disease itself, but because of the denial of the disease and the racism that America has shown throughout this whole thing. For all of you guys who have been hating on my pages, hating on my shows, putting stupid ass comments in my comment thing about this being a hoax, you guys, I hope that you message me and also say, I'm fucking sorry. Because you have been trolling me since December of 2019. Trolling me, sending me crap, saying it's a hoax, sending me crap about how you don't want to wear masks, criticizing Asia because some of them are expats, criticizing the Philippines for what they're making you do, for about you having to stay home and close your businesses or whatever the hell. But then the day, now that you see this happen, I'll tell you this again. You love Hope Hicks? She's sick. Symptomatic. She ain't cute. She ain't fine. She is sick. So please, God, I do not wish anything bad on anybody, but you need to apologize to all these people. If you got staff, you made them come to work and you didn't give them what they need to have because you didn't believe it, you better go ahead and tell them sorry too. I'm telling you that. I'm not going to call any names, but you better freaking apologize in my comments. Keep that in mind. So this is the reason the world pretty much has blocked us. They don't want all this crap in their countries. So his aide, Hope Hicks, who tested positive first and apparently gave it to Trump and Melania, Hope's husband, all the Trumps, all the staff. And they just finished their events, rallies, and even the fundraiser. I told you all about that. You guys, Wear your mask. Wear it, you guys. Don't play these games. I wish, and I do not wish this on anyone, because this is a painful disease, you guys. It is not easy. It's painful. If you have to, it is not. I've seen it. It is if any respirator feels like crap. So keep in mind, you guys. You guys are live on the set. It's Kareem Jackson. If you guys have been wondering, we are talking about this today, right here. We're going to end this show. It's not going to be a long show. I just want to go here and give you guys an update from Asia right now, from Kareem Jackson live on the set, because a lot of you guys were asking, is it real? I'm telling you, it's real. Good morning, America. Hope you had a great sleep. I want you to check into this story. And if you're not wearing a mask, you better wear your fucking mask today. If you guys are out there, Trump supporters or idiots, whatever you want to call yourselves, let me not say that. Trump supporters out there are folks that don't believe in wearing your mask. Hope you wear your mask now. And I pray that all of them are okay. But at the end of the day, I think that you, for your reality check, you need someone to get sick that you care about, which may be Trump, maybe his wife, maybe his kid, his friend, or either, his assistant, his aide here, Miss Hicks. Because it seems like Republicans, and mind you, I'm a Republican, people. I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Obama twice. So all Republicans don't believe in this idiot Trump. But understand this right now, you guys. At the end of the day, it is real. You may not like it. You may want to call it the China virus. Whatever the hell you want to say, it's still real. And it's something that you can't control. You cannot get the flu. You cannot get hit by the car. There's no comparison. This touched the most protected man on the planet, right? If anything happens to this man, this is the man with the best medical team on earth. This is a man that in order to talk to you, you're taking tests. Whereas most of y'all can't get tests. You can't get PPE. You can't get masks. I got it. I'm in a third world country shithole, right? I got everything I need. You don't. You're in the front lines in America and you're putting yourself at risk. And if you should be watching how all this plays out, I'm going to come back on the air, you guys, and talk about this some other time. Again, you guys, if you're on YouTube, thank you. Facebook Live, thank you very much. Kareem Jackson live on the set. Keep in mind, you guys, stay safe. Don't listen to these folks. I've been telling you since the very beginning about this COVID thing. And now, Code Red, U.S. President, the First Lady are COVID-19 positive. You guys heard it here in Asia first with Kareem Jackson live on the set, you guys. So keep that in mind. Hope that you guys enjoy the show. Hope you guys enjoy everything. This right here, one last time. He tells us on freaking Twitter, I tested positive for COVID-19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together. What the hell? We've been telling you for a long time. So again, you guys, like this, share this, see the playback. Mixed emotions. Sorry for the bad news. But at the end of the day, it might be good news because maybe you guys will listen now. Live on the set, you guys. Check me out. My new ebook, you guys, is out. I want you to grab that, Data Privacy 101. It goes into how things are handling here in Asia about this whole COVID-19 status thing. You guys, outsource everything, my ebook, that is also out. Keep in mind, you guys, we have our new I Love Dreadlocks magazine coming out. It is going to be so awesome. Go ahead and somewhere in the link, I'll put that also, but go look for I Love Dreadlocks, the group on Facebook. Get in there because we're going to say when we're going to have a live show, we're going to showcase all these awesome dreadlocks people that own businesses, that are doing their thing. 320 Band is going to be here live, well, virtually live as our backup music. So in between, segments, we're going to play some live reggae music from 320 Band. It's going to be showcasing Philippines at this particular premiere of the issue. So you guys, I Love Dreadlocks magazine is coming out. Love you very much. Kareem Jackson live on the set. I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm glad that you guys have been watching, but go ahead, like this and share this and tell someone that you care. Today, wear your damn mask.